What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to bring you a video on Bones Hyland potentially being traded at the NBA trade deadline. Let's talk about it. So, a lot of Nuggets fans, well, some Nuggets fans, not a lot, but I've seen on social media or I've spoken to via direct message on Instagram and Twitter, they've been hitting me up like, yo, you've been seeing the news about Bones Hyland, and I'm not surprised. The rumor is the Nuggets are gauging all of Bones Highlands and also Zeke Naji, the backup center, their trade value ahead of the deadline. Now, it's kind of a weird move to the young pieces of a top contending team, or so people think they are. I don't think they're that good, honestly. I still don't. Even with Murray coming back, MPJ being healthy, I just don't see them being a real contender. But you would have to throw them in there. They are a threat. But people are kind of confused and shocked on why would they give up two young pieces that could develop down the line to give up for a veteran like maybe Jay Crowder, who I think would be a great fit for this Nugget squad. And the key word, excuse me, is the youth. They're too young right now to really make a big difference. Now they've had their good moments. Highland, a couple months ago or a few weeks ago, whatever it was, went off, scored 20 and a couple threes. And Zeke Naji has played well also. But you look at the numbers and also look at what you see on film. The team struggles defensively when Highland is on the court. They get slaughtered when he's on the court. The numbers show it. The film, the highlights show it. Just watch the games, and that's why I think a more versatile defender like maybe Jay Crowder. Can't really think of any names right now outside of Crowder, but Crowder comes to mind quickly because the rumor is the Nuggets want a versatile defensive-minded forward who fits that, unlike Suns' Jay Crowder. And then you look at what the Suns need. The Suns are rumored now to be wanting to move on from Chris Paul this offseason, maybe, or they want to upgrade backup point guard from campaign. Bones Hyland fits the bill to me. Offensively, Bones Hyland fits that bill. Pairing him with Booker down the line, that makes sense. The Suns are a win now team. Bones can do enough, and he's good enough right now to help, but he just doesn't fit what the Nuggets want. Let alone his beef with Coach Malone. There has been rumored since. And before I get to that part, then don't forget Nuggets fans, NBA fans too. Bones Highland was in trades talk this past draft. When June's draft came around, he was in the trade talks heavy then too. Because the Nuggets wanted another veteran forward. So that is a thing. But back to the Malone part. Highland and Malone have been rumored to bump heads for a while now. Highland, young, strong-minded guy, is having issues. It's not an uncommon issue. He's having issues with a older, old school mentality style coach like Malone. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense that you would want to get rid of Highland. Bringing a guy who's more coachable, a guy who's willing to bite the bullet and not talk back, to not have an issue with the coach. These young guys, because Highland's younger than me, younger than me about a few years, but I'm in the same mentality. I'm in the same age range. I'm in the same mind of thought as Highland, and I don't know for sure, but I would think these old school coaches can't talk to anybody any type of way. These young kids will talk back. These young men will will be physical with them if they want to. If they really got to that point, they don't care, good or bad, they don't care. And I feel the same way, and I felt the same way about coaches I have played for in my high school years, in my college years. You can't talk to people in any kind of way, and you have to progress your way of thinking sometimes. So there is a fine line. I think a lot of coaches can do better by their players sometimes, but I do understand Malone's a long time coach. He's been around basketball for a long time. He has adopted those old school mentalities. So cool, it is what it is. But I think it might be best, for Highland and the Nuggets to maybe part ways. So it is possible. And also, you have the other guard, I forgot his name, Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, guard slash small forward. He's due for a contract also. He had a pretty good year, been a good addition to this Nugget squad. He's due for a payday. He's due $6 million. Here's a $6 million option at the end of the season. He's gonna definitely decline that option and try to get some big money. It makes all sense in the world, and the Nuggets will try to keep him instead of And he's already a ready proven made player, defensive minded guy. Give you a little three ball here and there. Well, everything else is pretty good about Brown. Decent scorer, decent rebounder, decent assist guy. Overall, just a good team glue guy to have. And you notice, I mean, this is an all time thing. These glue guys always get paid well, always, because they are the missing piece no one talks about, or they rarely talk about when the title teams win the title. Because those guys there were the leaders. Those guys there made everything easier. Those guys there did the dirty work. So Bruce Brown is definitely more valuable right now than Bones Hyland. So yeah, so all that together, Bones Hyland is definitely tradable. Do I think he'll get moved? I do think so. I think the Suns for Jay Crowder makes the most sense. As I said, the Suns have been rumored now to want to upgrade from campaign or move on from campaign. And then obviously they want to trade away Jay Crowder. And Chris Paul's getting older. Gonna need a backup. You need a point guard to be his heir apparent. Why not Bones Hyland, who's shown good flashes, good offensive young guy. He's on a rookie contract for the next 2 years. You don't gotta pay him no time soon. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Have him and Booker and Mikal Bridges be the backcourt, will be the perimeter guys. Ayton could be on the move sometime eventually next year, this year, whatever, probably next year. If he doesn't want to stay. So and him and coach can get on the same term. So I like the Suns move. I really do. If not the Suns, maybe the Minnesota Timberwolves. I just did a video on them yesterday or 2 days ago, I think. Mike Conley, Utah Jazz veteran guard, being traded there if D'Angelo Russell is traded away. This could still be the move. D'Angelo Russell could be on the move still. Maybe the Mavericks, maybe the Magic, maybe a couple teams here, there, Wizards. If that does happen, maybe not go older route, but might go young route with Bones Hyland. As I said, 2 years left on this deal. You have him with Anthony Edwards, Gobert, Cat. That's not bad. That's not bad, and it's not like D'Lo gives you anything great defensively either. He's average, maybe a little slightly below average defensively. So the team's gonna struggle either way with Hyland or with D'Angelo Russell. So it makes sense either way to me. If that does, in case be the move instead of going with Conley, if Russell is traded away. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, but I do enjoy Bones Hyland game. Pretty good young guy, and he has a pretty bright future. As I said, 2 years left on his deal, so his contracts look definitely appealing to these younger teams who aren't quite there yet, but are close to being a playoff contender or a real contender for the title. So I think the Timberwolves and Suns are the two best bet right now to land Bones Hyland. So that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.